Good morning, my name is In the Gym. When I was a senior at Chicago State, the announcer did not show up. So coach told me, Jimmy, that's my real name, introduce the starting lineups. I said, okay. So I started the lineups in 1977. I've been doing it ever since. And I got my break, I guess you could call it. One of the Harlem Globetrotters, John Wilson, who's the coach of Malcolm X, was at the game. He heard me, and he told me to come over to Malcolm X and be the announcer. So that's what I did. I went over there and had fun. Been doing it ever since. In the gym. Well, when I was doing the games, I was doing the games all over the city, and I was at Kennedy King for the Pro-Am in the summer. And in walks from Central Arkansas, the NBA Chicago Bulls, Scottie Pippen. So I said, wow, there's Scottie. So I said, how can I let people know? So I says, in the gym, someone you should know. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. I said, in the gym from Central Arkansas, the NBA Chicago Bulls, Scottie Pippen. So everyone turned around and they hugged him down and got his autograph. So that's how In the Gym came about. So ever since then, they called me In the Gym. I worked on the Chicago Fire Department for 30 years, and then I retired, and this is what I do. I don't work for nobody. I'm not working for nobody. This is what I have fun with. And the main reason why I do this, because a lot of times people come to a basketball game only because their friend bring them. So I try to talk to the ones who do not understand the game. For example, if someone hit a basket and it's a 2-point basket, I let them know a 2-point basket. If they raise their arms like this, then that's a 3-point basket. Or if they get a call they don't understand, I try to explain to the people who do not understand the game what the call was and what it's about. So they'll enjoy themselves too, opposed to just being bored watching the games. A lot of people don't understand the games when I be saying it anyway. So I just ask them, is anyone smarter than a 5th grader? And people go, you know, they get interested in the game. Steve Harvey did the same kind of thing. He get the people involved into the ball game. So that's where I kind of got that from. Get the people involved into the game and have fun, you know. And being old school, there was some guys like Carl Harris. He would play the game and he would get in your head. He would tell you you can't shoot and all that stuff, and guys start messing with him, you know. They would mess with their game, and they would go 2 for 20. And when normally they'll hit over 50%, but he'd get into their games and all that kind of stuff. And you know, another guy who was real memorable was Tony McCoy at Malcolm X. I called him Gush, because when he hit the basket, all you hear was Gush. And they start calling him Gush. Man who I call Tony Martin, he went to CVS, I think, jump out the gym, and I would say he would jump so high, he would write an article, an essay, send it out for corrections, have it corrected, came back down, gave it to him, and when he finally came back down from jumping so high, the paper was there with him. That's how high he would jump. Tony Martin, he worked out in Nebraska now. I think he's a policeman in Nebraska. But this guy jumped so high, the sky would ask him, be careful, don't break nothing. That's how high Tony Martin would jump. But I had fun giving people names like that, because it just came out. That's what it was. Ernie Hughes from the West Side. Ernest Hughes. This guy was the quickest, the fastest, the jumping is the most this, most that. You name it, this guy runs so fast, jumps so high, and do so many things, you couldn't help but enjoy him. And when you try to give him a name, you couldn't do it. You couldn't give him a name because he was everything. Now, F. Frederick Hughes was not his brother. Was tough too. He was good too. But the biggest game that I remember was at IIT. And the word got around that Tim Hardaway was coming. So Tim, you know, Tim was at UTEP, and I think he was a freshman or sophomore there. Then the word got around that Michael Jordan was coming. The gym was packed seat-wise. We had on the floor, 3 deep on the floor. Tim was playing. Tim scored 45 points during the game. People, wow. And then looked around, Michael Jordan scored 55. I mean, that was one heck of a game. I don't remember I said anything because I didn't have to say anything. With those two playing, I'm amazed to see Tim Hardaway, a little freshman sophomore, playing against Michael Jordan, and Mike scoring 55, Tim scoring 45. Well, basketball now is nothing like it used to be, from my point of view. The players are not dedicated. They're just as good, but they don't work at it. Back in the days, when you want to be an NBA star or a college star, you worked at it, you tried hard. The guys nowadays seem to like they don't try hard. Consequently, they're not as good as they were back in the days. Back in the days, you found a guy 6'3", dunking the ball with two hands. Now you find a guy 6'3", not even dunking the ball. They just don't try as hard now like they used to. So old school ball was way more competitive, it was more entertaining, and I enjoyed it more than old school. Not because I'm old school, I just don't think the guys today don't work as hard. I just have fun, you know. There's not a lot of money into it, but I have fun. A lot of people do not call me to do their games because they think that I'm going to charge them a lot of money. I'm not, everybody want money, like money, but I'm not trying to make a lot of money off of them. Pay me a little gas money and stuff, and I'm fine, but I don't really look at that as a legend. It's just that I have fun doing it, and people seem to enjoy hearing me talking, so boom. That's what I do. That's why they call me in the gym. A lady came to me and told me, she says, I came to the game because I want to hear you talk. And she said so close to me that I'm like, I hope I don't say anything wrong. And she told me, can you say in the gym? So whenever I got an opportunity, I would say in the gym. And she would, oh yeah. So that makes me feel good, but I don't look at it as being a legend because a legend of guys like Derrick Rose and Alfred Hughes and Tim Brown and Michael Jordan and Jabari Parker. Those are the legends, I don't make not one basket. So when you come to a game, you're not coming basically to hear me talk. You come to see a basketball game or a football game, stuff like that. So I don't really look at that as a legend, but I appreciate them saying that though. My most memorable leg had to be IIT, because that's when people would come to the games and they would wait to hear me start talking. Well, I did some games at UIC and they did the same thing. They had Grandmaster Funk, the DJ. They asked him to cut the music down so they could hear me talk. And Grandmaster Funk, that is a big time DJ, But IIT was probably my most enjoyable leg. But I enjoy Kennedy King, and I enjoy most of them because I do the same thing in most all the games. But my most enjoyable was probably IIT. And, they can call me on my cell, 773-655-0337. My email is ninthegym@yahoo.com. And before I go, I have a riddle. As I was walking down London's bridge, I met a man. He tipped his hat and drew his cane. And in the riddle, I said his name. Can you tell me his name? Riddle me not, riddle me not.